and what a great day to sew something wonderful. I'm Kia with Kia B.
This is Tech Guy from the Hive,
and welcome to Flosstube. We're so excited to be back with you today. I don't have a ton of stitching, but we knew that was going to happen.
You have a lot.
I have a lot of stitches.
Yes, that's what we're going with.
I have a lot of stitches.
But not projects
I don't have a lot to show.
Man, you've gotten some really good headway on one.
That's true.
So,
that's true. How has everyone's week been?
Hopefully it's been great.
Hopefully it's been fantastic. We are well into our year of homeschooling. And so
week 4.
Yes.
For our
co-op. Our community is week 4. We're in week 8 at home. Yeah. So
it's a thing. Yeah,
so we were in community all day today. It was very busy. This is what we look like after a full day of community day.
Well, you're gonna be like that tomorrow because you teach tomorrow.
And Thursday. Yeah. I teach Thursday this week too. Lots of school this week, so super fun. Let's talk about something amazing. We have been dropping hints for 2 or 3 weeks now that our very good Friday night friends were
taking a plunge.
Yeah, they were taking a plunge, and they have started their very own Flosstube.
Yes.
So if you have not checked them out, I posted about it on Instagram. Did you post about it on Instagram?
Why call me out?
Okay. Tech, I will post about it on Instagram.
Posting out pretty soon.
Yes. So I posted about it on my feed, or whatever you call it, like
stories. I
posted a picture, but then I also put up a story.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it is our good friends Chelsea. I almost said Chelsea and Chrissia.
That's not a thing. That's our mashup name.
Okay. Anyway, Chelsea and Chris are good friends.
You're good friends.
I said our good friends.
I know, but they're gonna be their good friends.
Oh, soon to be your good friends. Right. They started a Flosstube this week called Ale and Ada because they are big brewery people. I am not an ale person. I'm not a hops person. Right?
Explains a lot.
I'm just joking. I am not a beer drinker. I'm a wine drinker.
I was gonna say you've done some beer, but not
right. And I'm not a dry wine person. I'm a sweet wine person, or semi-sweet.
Leave all those comments down below.
My all-time favorite wine ever is Stella Black. It's like my favorite grocery store wine ever. It has a screw top. Do not judge me. Anyway,
we're judging.
Everyone's judging now.
I can feel Pam's judgment right
now. So they have started their very own Flosstube where they talk about what they're drinking and what they're stitching, and it's really fun. It's another fun couple. He's another bearded stitcher who's now bald, and we have known Chris and Chelsea. We've been friends with them since we were in high school. Tech Guy and Chelsea did a lot of journalism things together. Yes. Chris, I lovingly nicknamed him in high school, and it just kind of stuck from there. Yep. So, yeah, so it's been wonderful for a little over a year, I would say. Yeah.
Great fellowship. And
oh, yeah. They've been coming over on Friday nights, most Friday nights now during COVID, or during quarantine, I should say. They did not come over. Correct. Or if they're camping or we're out of town, whatever.
Whatever. You
know how life goes. We don't need to explain it to death. But they have been coming over on Friday nights and stitching, and that's been such a wonderful time together. The last 3 Fridays since our oldest had surgery, the last 3 Fridays, they've come over, like Chelsea and the kids have come over like in the morning or early afternoon and have spent the whole day here, and that has just been wonderful. Like, to my heart, and just to connect with her and do life together all day. Our kids are very best friends. Like, they get along perfectly. Like,
kids are kids first and foremost.
Right. But like our kids,
when they just click, they click.
They do. They love all the same things. I love their youngest daughter. Like, anyway, so
not their oldest?
It's just they don't have an oldest daughter.
Oh, they're old. Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to make a joke about their oldest kid, but
oh no,
that failed.
Them both. Anyway, yikes. How long can we go on about Chelsea and Chris? So we have just enjoyed doing life together. And like we said last week or the week before, like our relationship is truly iron sharpening iron. And it's been awesome. So for Chris's birthday, they came over and they ended up coming over. It's Labor Day weekend. And they ended up coming over Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And we did all the meals together, You cooked over 60 pounds of meat.
That week.
Smoked over 60 pounds of meat that week. And it was just a really fun time. And I'm so glad that they are stepping out in this journey to meet a lot of you. A lot of you have already met them and have watched their first video, which is fantastic. If you have not, we will link it down below for you to head over and watch their first floss tube.
With lots of encouragement so far. So that's and that's what we're trying to cultivate here at the Hive. Is that if you're on the fence of doing anything, it could be floss tube, it could be doing anything, just jump in. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen, right? And
so Stitching with the Sisterlies, you guys have already watched them. Spunky Jen, she's already watched them. Several people who comment on our videos normally have watched them and really encouraged them, and we appreciate that a lot. So
yeah, it's just we want to help, you know.
So that's been a really fun week. Just a couple more days and they'll be here again.
Yes.
So that's why Tech Guy did Friday I Love You, because Fridays just mean so much.
Yep, Friday night stitches.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about, actually, you know what I want to do? I want to talk about haul first so we can get this ginormous thing off my desk.
Okay.
And then we can talk about
other stuff.
Whips. Okay, so very first thing in haul this week, Amazon was having a sale. We've told you about this lamp. Coy and Sarah have told you about this lamp because they both have them now. I think Heather ordered one.
Yeah, the Lord and Lady of Stitchshire and then Heather.
They all have them now. So I bought this lamp about a year ago. The lamp I was using was an Ott light. It was a clamp light, and it...
You outgrew it.
I outgrew it, yes. And so I was just like, I need something for right now. I don't want to spend a ton of money because I did spend a ton of money on the Ott light, and I want to not spend a lot of money again. So I found this lamp on Amazon maybe a year ago. I told you guys about it. It's awesome. It is normally about $40 on Amazon, and right now it's on sale for $30. So we ordered 2 more because we have Chris and Chelsea come over to our house all the time. Pam and Steph are coming again for Halloween. Liz and like they're planning trips out here.
Liz and Joe.
Yes, Liz and Joe are planning trips. We have people here for Thanksgiving who stitch. Like my birthday, we figured out we don't have enough lighting. And our living room is extremely dark. Y'all have seen our living room now used to be my studio. And y'all have seen how dark that is. So I found these lamps, and the fact that they're on sale. So I can't obviously like show you the entire lamp, but this is the top of it. Nope, it's fine. This is the top of it. It's very flat, you see. So it's got 2 buttons. It has 4 different light settings and 4 different brightnesses for each setting. And so it's cool, warm,
ultra bright,
ultra, I forget what all the settings are.
It's a lot.
But it's got that, and then it has this super amazing base. Like this is, like it's a good, thick, heavy base to plug into the wall. It is a floor lamp, so it is quite tall. Like I said, I can't like hold the whole thing up here, but, oh, and now I'm dropping it.
We thoroughly enjoy it, and we know that others have enjoyed it too.
And so the fact that they were on sale for $30, I went ahead and bought 2 more. One for Tech Guy, because you don't need your magnifying light anymore. And so then his magnifying light can go to be just a living room lamp for whoever is coming over to stitch. And then we have an extra one. So we've got a total of 4 lamps now, which is fantastic.
Yes.
So
it's awesome.
Yeah, we fight with that living room being too dark.
We do it just because of our youngest son, but we just keep our house dark anyway. And just now when we're ready to stitch, we're like, oh, we gotta get some rain.
Yeah, that's true. My dad tells me all the time that our house is like a cave. But our youngest, you all have heard this before, has chronic migraines because of his hydrocephalus and the amount of surgeries he's had. And so we try to keep our house dark and cool all the time just to try and limit those. And so then when it comes time to stitching, we're like, oh, now we can't see. So, okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about, I actually picked up at Joann's. So they are these embroidery hoops. I'm going to show you the label here. It's called Top Notch. So these are wooden embroidery hoops. I have one of every size now. So this is the 5-inch size. They go all the way up to 18 inches, I believe. I do not have the 18-inch, so I just lied to you and said I have all the sizes. I have all the sizes besides the 18-inch. So we've got a 5-inch, a 6-inch, a 7, an 8, and a 10 is in the other room.
You're a collector of sizes, huh?
Yes. So I got these because I was shopping. I wanted something for coming to America. I didn't want to have to move my hoop like side to side. And the Q-snaps are great, but I didn't want to have to like move it side to side. I wanted to like easily
move.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to move it up and down. And so I bought the 10-inch. I went to Joann's looking for the 10-inch because I wasn't sure that my new hoops that I bought from Keepsakes a few weeks ago that you guys remember in a haul, I wasn't sure that those were wide enough. So I go to Joann's. I am chatty Cathy today.
It's all right.
I like having
and I like to be here, so I just want to put that out there.
And I like to be
I like to be here.
Anyway, so I went there. I was like, I'm gonna get a 10-inch hoop because I'm stitching on 40 count. It's 6 1/4 wide. Are you laughing at our 5-year-old getting chips right now?
Yeah, he's
I can hear. He uses this time to his advantage. Yikes. So I went to get a 10-inch hoop and I saw the Joann's ones and I was like, yeah, I could deal with this. It's fine if it's for one project. But there was a 10-inch hoop that was sitting there that was obviously in the wrong spot because you have like the Joann's really thin wood ones. And then you've got these that are very thick. So these are called like, there's also like this label right here, Nerge number 4. I've seen these on Etsy too with this brand name and they're very thick and like very well made. And so,
oh, screwdriver this time, huh?
Yeah, you don't need a screwdriver like you do for the other ones. So here's just one of them. And if your fabric gets too loose, then you can wrap this inner one in some twill tape just like you do with the Hardwick ones. And it's, you know, but anyway. So I bought it. I was like, oh, I'm just going to see. I'm going to take it up to the register, see how much this is because it didn't have a price tag on it. And like, I didn't know where it came from. And I thought, well, maybe it's an online return or something like that. They were only $5.99 for a 10-inch hoop. So I was like, that's not bad. So then Chelsea came over Friday and she was like, I need a hoop. I don't like moving my hoop from side to side on coming to America. And I was like, oh, let's run to Joann's.
Fantastic. Let's leave the kids with Nathan.
Yeah, so we left all the kids with Nathan. They did fantastic. He did fantastic. He bribed them with food. And we ran over there and they had a whole end cap of different sizes. So we found these on the end cap that was in the fabric, not by all the cross stitch and embroidery things. They were actually by the fabric and an end cap. So if you run over to Joann's, just tell them you're looking for the top-notch brand of embroidery hoops. That's what they, wow. And the smaller size are all $4.99 and the bigger sizes, the larger like 8, 10, 18, whatever, those sizes are all $5.99 and you can use coupons on them. So I am really liking these. Chelsea bought one and she started it with coming to America and she says her fabric doesn't move at all. She loves it. She's like, this is so much better than just the brand of thin wood embroidery hoops.
Anywho,
why don't you talk about this?
Switching gears here. We subscribe to Color and Cotton hand-dyed fabric, August 2020 Fabric Club Special Edition, and it doesn't have a particular name on it. We do a Newcastle 40 count. Oh, I'm just not here today, guys. We have 2 of them.
We do this every month, honey.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, not every month. They've been behind because of...
Yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
So this is a Newcastle 40 count. And I know...
It's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
It's reading a little more peachy on camera than it actually is. It's very beige.
But the cool thing is that I know it's always been told that colors are soaked in.
This modeling is almost a little more green too. Okay, sorry.
No, it's all good. So I've always been told that, you know, the same color on different linen or different fabric changes. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's usually the same color. It should be the same color with all different types of fabric. So this is the same color, but this is the Lugana 32, right?
Here.
Match it up against the Newcastle 40 count.
It doesn't show that huge of a difference on
but
camera,
it's
but
here.
it is.
When you do it in person, it's a huge difference.
Yes.
I like this club just to build up the stash.
Yeah, I get a fat quarter, you get a fat 8.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for our stash this past year for Mania, we'd be in some serious trouble. With
right.
the project.
This Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club has come in handy when we've gone to kit things that like
things weren't open and things like that. So it's been great to have that coming in every month. And I haven't done much with mine yet, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it with something later. So a little empty there.
Hit the bottom of my water real fast.
Water.
Yes.
Got it.
It is water.
Sure. Anywho, so what do we want to talk about next?
You want to talk about whips?
Whips. Sure. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
No, I would like for you to go first.
Okay. All right. On a new one. Well, not a new one. I pulled this one back out.
Wow, it is blowing out that white.
It is. Triforce, if you're not familiar with 8-bit gaming.
How do you say that? Chocococo stitch.
We'll link it down below.
What is this again?
The Triforce. So if you're not a big 8-bit gamer or a gamer in general, these are all the items that you play with as Link as your character. And I am
for what game?
For Zelda games.
Okay, why did you look like that?
Because I forgot the name of the game. Because you don't play as Zelda, you play as Link. So anyway, sorry, nerding out right now. So that is what I've been working on. If you follow me on Instagram.
The 8-bit Stitcher just requested to follow me on Instagram.
Yes. And
which you've been talking about that person for a long time.
Yeah, so I've been talking to 8-bit Stitcher and...
He started this after you and has finished it.
Please don't rub it out. So I pulled this out because it was supposed to be a birthday present. Didn't get to it because things just happened. 8-bit Stitcher, that's what name is on Instagram. Pulled it out, did it, finished it, and I, instant text him, trademarked by PM.
Look at that variation though.
Said, hey, thanks for encouraging me, inspiring me, so I pulled this one back out. I want to get this done in like a week and a half. I know it's a lot.
Do you think you're about halfway there?
Living on a prayer? I think I'm more than halfway there. You lip syncing?
Yes, because we can't sing out loud and we'll get demonetized.
Yeah, copyright stuff. Anyway, so I finished the... Whoa.
For once, it wasn't me hitting
it's
you
great.
in the
I did it
face.
to myself. I finished this shield here. I finished this... I don't know what this item is. And then I finished all 4 rubies here. And then there's going to be some heart containers here. There'll be one more item here. If
I look at it as if I know what any of them are.
So there's still some areas here and there's some areas here. There is a shovel that I've got to go up on. So if I can get some good stitching today and this week,
some good stitching today.
I could finish both of those triangles. Getting a call. So I'm looking forward to that, and then hopefully bust that one out so I can get another project going, because I want to start cycling through these projects so I can start new things next year. So that's what's going on with me.
Is that all your whips?
Yeah.
Okay. So since the last time we saw you was right before we were starting.
Since you were gone.
Wow, coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all saw that I was working on, what is this? Guys, let me just tell you, the brain power that it takes for Stephanie and I to figure out who is stitching what and on what fabric and what models are going to stay at Keepsakes and which ones are going home. I am not kidding. Every time we talk about this, she and I both are like, can't figure it out. We had to go through it again this week. So I am stitching a token for my friend, or Sewn in Friendship, a collaborative project with Heartstring Sampling and Plum Street Samplers. So I have already done the other half of this for Stephanie. But I was working on this one before. I was trying to get it done before Coming to America started. I did not get there. I got a good bit of the way, but I still have a little bit of flowering vine here, and then this whole top quilted section there. So I'm not quite there, but you guys, I'm loving this hoop. This is one that I bought from Keepsakes, and I love it. So the only thing I don't love is that you have to have a screwdriver to be able to
We live and we learn.
Open it and close it, but that's totally fine. Anyway, so I had worked on this. This is as far as I got, and I worked on this. We started Coming to America on Sunday afternoon when Chris and Chelsea got here, and I had worked on it up until like Sunday morning.
You went hard in the paint.
Dude, I put hours into that week, and Stephanie was like, don't leave me in the dust, but I was doing it because I knew that I wasn't going to stitch on it for
Your next 66 days are already planned, which is huge, right?
Right.
It's a huge commitment.
Right. Okay, so the other thing that I've been working on, you guys know this, lots of people are working on it. It is Coming to America by Brenda Gervais. Brenda! And so, because I can never say her name right, Brenda. So this is the Women of the Mayflower. And you guys, I've actually, so fun fact, the kids and I are studying this in school. Did you know? The kids and I are studying this in school with U.S. history right now. That's just the cycle that we're on. We are on U.S. history. And so fun fact is that like the kids so they memorize different history statements every week. And like 2 weeks ago, we learned the history statement about the Pilgrims and how, you know, they sailed to Plymouth. And then the week after, we learned about the Boston Tea Party. And if you watch Pam and Steph's video this week, we actually sent her a Boston tea sampler that I found on Amazon. And I was like, Pam has to have this. And so it's been really fun for me to be stitching this at the same time that my kids are learning this. And I know Chelsea talked about that on their Flosstube this week. And so this is how far I have gotten.
She's going.
So I've got about half the women on board. Nathan, okay, you guys. Chelsea and Chris and Nathan, you were shaking the table.
I'm sorry, that is.
Chelsea and Chris and Nathan thought it was hysterical because I did a center start, which is Sarah Eaton. So as soon as I would get done, I'd be like, Sarah Eaton, she's on board. And then I would like do Jay Chilton, and I'd be like, Jay Chilton, she's coming. She's walking up the plank right now. And then like, oh, now Mrs. is done. She's all the way on. And then I'd be like, Mary Brewster, she's aboard. Welcome, Mary Brewster.
It was a thing.
All weekend long, they just thought it was hysterical that I was doing that. But anyway, so I am loving this fabric. This is a 40 count B Stitch Me. It is super wrinkled. When it all is said and done, you're not going to see any of this dark on the outside, which I'm a little sad about, but that's okay. I more wanted it to look like the grungiest of grunge fabric for this because I wanted it to look old.
Look weathered. Look
very weathered. And so, so yes, here is my progress on this.
It's gorgeous.
And I ended up not needing to use my 10-inch hoop after all. I could use the one I bought from Keepsakes, the Hardwick, and I love it.
So I'm going to say I'm super proud of you. Why pouting? So I'm super proud of you. The commitment that you have on this project.
I want to get it done in 66
days. With everything going on in just life, right?
Yeah.
You're just killing it. So
that was very kind. I appreciate it.
No problem. I thought I'd give you a compliment that you have to. You have to acknowledge because I don't have to say it.
So the goal here is for me to get it done in 66 days. I really want that to happen. I want to be able to look back on this and say I was able to finish it in the historical 66 days that it took the Mayflower to find land. And so I don't know, that's really important to me. So I literally 2 weeks before I counted every single stitch, which I know I'm not on Facebook at all, but I do know that Brenda has a Facebook group and they listed the amount of stitches. But I wanted to know, like, okay, so if I get this lady done today, how many stitches is she? Well, I know she's 502 stitches now. There's another lady at the bottom that's 632 stitches. Like, I just know these things now because I've spent so much time studying this pattern before I started, and I really think that made all the difference for me.
It makes a huge difference.
Yes. So I figured out that if I have an average of 250 stitches a day, I'm going to be golden for the 66 days.
Golden goose, huh? So
that's what I've done. So I am averaging about 230, or no.
No, over.
I'm over. I'm at like 260, 275 a day is what I'm doing here. So today I'll try and put this other little lady in over here, or maybe I'll move up and work on some of these animals. Something I want to talk about really quickly. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram talking about this little dude. Let me take this picture out. Okay, and I was like, yeah, why is he in the water? Because I think I'm gonna put him, and we had this whole discussion with Liz and stuff, and I was like, I think I want to put him on a rock, like on Plymouth. Like, I want to put him on a rock, so let's chart a rock underneath him. A lot of people are moving him so where he's in the boat. Can you even see that? On Pam and Steph's video, you can see it a lot better because they have project bags with him on it.
Oh.
But, so we were having this whole discussion, and then Pam, because Pam knows everything, and that's not in like a sassy way.
No, as in like,
Pam literally is a wealth of knowledge. She was like, guys, he represents Goodman, or John Goodman Howland. And
did you know?
Our 10-year-old literally just wrote a research paper last week on John Goodman Howland. And I was like, how did I not know that? And so I messaged Chelsea and I was like, friend, how have we been studying this week with our kids? Because we do the same homeschool. How have we been studying that this week? And we did not realize that that represents John Goodman Howland, who was thrown from the ship. They set sail. And
is that the research paper?
Yes. So they set sail. Yeah, there was a terrible storm. Everyone else went down under, or down under. Everyone else went to the bottom of the boat. You're stupid.
I am.
Everybody else went down to the bottom of the boat. He came up to kind of like survey the area and got caught up and was thrown overboard. Well, he didn't actually make it all the way to the water. He caught a hanging rope. Some sailors heard him screaming and threw him a fish hook, and he climbed back on the boat.
Did it hurt?
I'm sure it did. So, that was very interesting. And I was like, how did I not realize that's why he's in the water? Because he literally fell off.
Yeah. We just did the research
paper.
Or not we. Our oldest did a research paper.
Yes. So, it's very interesting now that I've like, duh. So, I don't know.
There's a lot of history in this pattern.
There's a lot of history in this pattern. And I'm just enjoying it so much and like studying it with the kids, and they love seeing my progress. And I don't know, it's just a really cool little thing. It's something you display
proudly in our house.
And Chelsea showed these on hers. I'll show them on mine. So I made floss drops for us because I was like, I just need like some fun little floss drops. And so I did a little Puritan girl. Isn't that so cute?
We can actually show these floss drops.
Yes. Why could I not? Oh, the other one. Yeah.
The other ones we could.
The other ones I could not. So yeah, I just made little floss drops for all of the flosses for coming to America. Even the, like this is grits, just because I wanted them all to match because I'm just extra like that. So, aren't they so cute?
That's cool.
Yeah, so.
Man, you cut all those by yourself?
On the Cricut.
I'm at the floss.
Oh, no. Tech Guy always helps me cut my floss.
Yes.
And not always, but mostly help you cut yours.
Yeah. I just got voluntold.
It's so aggressive.
No, I'm just joking. So yeah, I enjoy that because I know this project's super important to Kia, and you know, any way that I can help alleviate stress, get prepped for it. So it's super important to us, and we want to make sure.
Speaking of, thank you for whoever told us what this was for.
Oh yeah, I know there's multiple people telling us what those were, and that sticker pack is great. Remember, you get a sticker pack when you register. Yeah,
so we registered and they sent us a whole Yeti sticker pack, which was awesome.
Yes.
So.
Anywho.
Okay. What else?
Finishes.
Oh, go for it.
Do you have a finish?
I do not have a finish. Go for it.
Sad.
That is sad for me. So cute.
I think I did this, but I'm pretty sure I haven't showed you guys what it looked like afterwards. So, you know, here we go.
This is Heart and Hand.
Creeping around.
Creeping it around.
Hey, I said it right.
That is so cute. Look at that candy corn.
Nom, 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 nom.
Dude, I haven't had any candy corn yet. No, that's a lie. Chris brought some over on his birthday weekend.
Better not lie on the camera. So
pretty.
Yes.
I love this.
So it does have everything it needs to have to FFO it.
Wait, let me see the back of that.
Okay.
She always puts like a cute one on the back too, like to promote something else. So this is Hocus Pocus Halloween. How cute!
It's super cute. Super cute. So
I'm loud
if you
today.
It's all good. That's excitement in the air. What I'm trying to do, if you guys have not caught on, I'm trying to have a finish every time we film. So I'm really trying to work on that because that's just.
Do you think you're gonna have that Zelda piece before next week?
You're putting pressure on me, woman.
You want to?
I want to be done with it on multiple different reasons.
Okay.
So, I want to get it done. And the cool thing is it's monochromatic, which I just have a thing for monochromatic pieces. I just do. Sorry for the brief interruption.
We heard like gasping running into the kitchen, and I was like,
it wasn't that serious if he's running and gasping. So, anyhow, we're going to shift gears here.
Yeah, there's some Stitchy Kindness.
Stitchy Kindness.
Yes.
This is a throwback.
I know. So, y'all know our love for Sue Hillis designs. Like, Sue is such a sweet person. Like, we love connecting with her when we go to Keepsakes. She loves Nathan so much. We've done some model stitching for her last fall, and we just, I mean, we could not say enough good things about Sue Hillis.
How can you not like Sue Hillis?
Right. So Chris and Chelsea, someone that Chris works with, was getting rid of a ton of things in their house, and like boxes and boxes and boxes of patterns and floss and fabric and everything. And Chris had not really told everyone at work that he had started stitching. And she was like, does anybody know anybody who, or anywhere that would like accept donated cross stitch stuff? And he was like, well,
me?
My wife and I kind of stitch. So they have been going through it. She brought it all to Chris, and they've been going through it. Chris and Chelsea saw this in her stash and knew that we needed to have it. So this is a 1985
throwback
Sue Hillis pattern that was $5 at the time. Called America the Beautiful. It is a hand-drawn chart. It's never been used. It is still stapled in its thing. So the way that she used to do her charts, they're poster size. So this thing comes out and it's folded in like sixths. So it's humongous poster size. So
put that on a stand.
And it's hand-drawn, which is just amazing. Like when you look at like the stitches and stuff.
Oh wow.
It's just awesome that it's like that.
Like it's, graph paper.
Yes. Sue wouldn't. Okay, I don't want to bend it back, but I'm just going to show you that little. Look at that. It's like hand drawn. It's so cute. And so you can stitch the states individually, which is what the back cover is here. That they were stitched individually, or you can stitch it huge as a map.
That's crazy.
And they knew we needed that. And so I just thought that was incredibly sweet. Wait a second. I say you can stitch them individually.
You're going to have to chart it that way. Looks like.
No, I'm wondering if the states were sold separately. And this is all together.
That's the big mamma jamma?
Yeah.
I bet you that's what it is.
Yeah, so I think that you could buy the states separately. Because down here it says all states available. So I think the one that we have is the whole thing, which would be awesome to stitch this and keep it in our homeschool room. So this was so sweet and so kind, and they just knew. It's from 1985. They just knew that we would need to have that. And in true Sue Hillis fashion, look at all those flosses. That is just hysterical.
Love it.
Love her. Love her. Okay, and then lastly, in Stitchy Kindness, our friend Liz not only is the most amazing designer, she is also way too good to us as friends. She sends us, every time she releases her patterns, she sends us some patterns, and she always says, you do not need to show these on your channel. But I want to brag about her because there's not been one that I'm like, I don't think I'd stitch that. I would stitch any of her patterns any day. And so she just had a big release, and they're beautiful. And so you guys have seen this before. This is a model that I stitched.
That looks familiar.
Yep, just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. And so I just thought this was so sweet. And she styles her photographs so well. And so tentatively, there might be a trip planned here for Halloween, and I'm 100% going to stitch this while watching that movie.
On repeat.
On repeat with my friends.
Got it.
So, and then she has Pumpkin Quilt Tree, which I want to make a quilt out of so bad. So cute. And then we've got Autumn Tree, which Nathan loves because of those squirrels.
Yes.
This is also one that you loved, Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
Look how cute. If you have not watched her release video yet, you should watch it and hear her talk about how she and her mom switched patterns. And they said, we'll give each other an hour and then see what you can do, because they were both kind of like stuck.
It's like a trade and grade.
And they did like an hour on each other's patterns, and this is what it came out to be, and it's just beautiful.
How cool to have that resource.
I mean, it's just beautiful. And then,
oh man,
second day of Christmas.
Man, it's gonna.
So this is a sampler and a tree, which is just phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal. And if you look at the bottom, there are lots of initials, and those are people who are just really influential in her life through this time of designing this. And so isn't that just so incredibly sweet? So I just love it so much. Turtle doves are the symbol of friendship. If you've ever seen Home Alone, New York City, turtle doves are the
getting all teary-eyed over it. It's not even like, I don't know why. Okay.
Turtle doves are the symbol of friendship. Yeah. And so down there she's got her husband, she's got her mom, she's got her best friend Annie, she has Steph and I, and I believe Mare is on there. I think that's the MM is Mare. So isn't that so sweet? So I can't wait. I need to pick fabric for these because I want to do all 12 days. I'm doing the trees. I want to do all 12 days on the same fabric. So I need to decide. So you know what's phenomenal
about this? I mean, she does
besides that it's Liz.
Yeah. She actually tells you how to finish these things and actually 100%. Instructs you to, like, she's there with you throughout the whole process, which is
100% pretty
phenomenal. So I enjoyed that tidbit there.
So thank you, Liz, so much for sending us these beautiful patterns. I just think they're gorgeous. The turtle doves, she just does such an amazing job. I've told her and I know a couple of other people for sure have told her this, like, you need to stop, because I now want to just keep adding and adding and adding to
She's an enabler.
She is 100% an enabler. So, but I think we enable her just as easily.
We keep around.
So, all right. Plans for this week. You want to keep going on Zelda. I will obviously keep going on Coming to America.
Yes. So yeah, I want to knock this out. Yeah. Like, so next week I've got.
I will try to remember to put the link of the lamp in the description box, because I know everybody's going to email me and ask what the link is. So, excuse me, I will try to remember to put the link for the lamp. Video. True. In the description box. And then, of course, Chris and Chelsea's floss tube will be on there. We will link Pam and Steph's newest floss tube, although I think you would live under a rock if you didn't know they just put one out.
Coy and Sarah just put one out.
Coy and Sarah just put one out. So we'll definitely list all the floss tubers that we're talking about down below, just because that's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Pass on the Stitchy Kindness.
There is enough room for all of us. And I love that, like, this platform is growing.
Yeah. And I want to say something before we kind of sign off here. Yeah, right? I was like a news anchor, huh? Sorry.
Wow. Justin.
Had an opportunity to watch Janet Jabber's last video. You know, just prayers and thoughts to her family, about her dad, and hopefully he is, you know, relaxing in his camper in North Indiana. And I hope sending prayers and wishes to you and your family. So she's going through a tough time right now, and I completely understand of all that stuff. So I wanted to say we're thinking about you.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
Yes. So, all right.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us in the Hive today. We hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. And
a lot of good stitches.
Yeah. We will see you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.